Enkosi ngokhlala nathi nisabukele i-SABC Kids News. Inyanga yembali yabantsundu i-Black History Month sisikhumbuzo saminyaka le esisuka eMelika. Nakubeni kunjalo singumthombo wolwazi i-Kids News. Sithemba ke sizise apha ekhaya kuba kaloku izwekazi Afrika lingunozala wezinto zomoya, i-spirituality kabula makhumsha. NoMelika abo kumele ukuthi babuza indlela kumaxhanto bawo omkhulu elizwekazi Afrika. Namhlanje ke sawuthetha ngenye yezinto ama-Afrika azidla ngayo, inkolo yakwantu. Kwaye ke sinilungiselele i-round table nalapho abantwana bangqondo zingqukuva bazawuthetha ngefuthe lenkolo yesintu kumaxesha angoku. Bazayibhexesha ke leni inkqubo ndinishiya naye uSandy Khuphe nabangani bakhe. Over to you, Sandy.
Thank you, Kolosa. As we celebrate Black History Month, one of the things that make us proud to be African is African spirituality. As children, we feel sidelined when it comes to things like state of affairs, politics, religion, spirituality, and many other things. But we thank Kids News for giving us a platform where we can express ourselves. Today, we'll be discussing the relevance of African spirituality in the modern age, Yama 2000. I am Sandy Khuphe, and I'll be your guest presenter for the day. But again, I've got my beautiful peers in their gorgeous African attires. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Okay, without wasting any time, let's get into it. So, what makes you proud to be African?
Well, I'm proudly African because of how we dress, how we do, like imsebenzi yethu, imdanso yethu. It's very unique. Ihlukile kuneminye. And the way esigqoka ngakhona though.
Yes, that's very interesting. And you, Akila?
To add more, njoba sonke sikwazi ukuthi i-Africa is the mother continent. Ngubani ongeke eziqhenye ngokuthi yena wazalelwa e-Africa. I-Africa, that's where humanity began.
That's very interesting. Indeed, Africa is the mother continent. And you, Put?
I am so proud because I am African culture. I am so proud because I am African culture.
That's very nice. And is practicing African culture relevant to us as Ama 2K?
Yes, it is. Because tradition starts with family.
Oh, that's a very nice concept. So what is the difference between spirituality and religion?
Well, spirituality, it's something that you're born with. And noma usuya ezweni lomoya, you're still going to carry on because uzopinda wenza the spiritual work ezweni lomoya. And then religion is something, it's people's ideas, into abantu to destroy a black person's mind.
That's very interesting. That's very intriguing. Do you think that African spirituality is misunderstood or demonized? Because, for example, I'm wearing my beautiful beads. I get so many questions about my beads. When they go to school, they're being asked and they're being bullied about Ubungoma Babo. Do you think that African spirituality is being demonized in that way?
Yes, it is being demonized because of its associations.
And Akila?
Mina, I think it is demonized because there is now a lack of knowledge. We're no longer getting the guidance omele kube siyayithola. Njengamanje sokunemboni eziningi sihamba nje in different places, sokunabo internet nabo social media. Sesiyakhohlwa ukuthi kwamele kube silandela imboni. Umzekeliso kunomboni Bungane Uzulezwe. Kumele kube siyamlandela ukuze asinikeze the guidance that we need. And manje mangithi ancestor abantu bacabanga idemon. They think of demon. Bayenza ngathi bona nje bawa from esihlahleni. Bakhohlwa ukuthi mabeshona baguquka babe yi-ancestor.
Oh yes, that's very interesting. That's very informative. So, do you think that schools, as Kolweni, do you think that they're doing justice to our Black history? Are we learning enough about history yethu as abantu abamnyama?
Well, I would say, yebo siyafundiswa khona, kodwa hayi konke imboni bas excluded. Imboni are part of the Black history though, because imboni abantu should know who imboni are, why they exist and why they're here. And also mele basifundise, but instead they look at the bad sides of imboni. For example, Nkosi Shaka. Nkosi Shaka, okay, he was very wise, but they look at the bad side of Nkosi Shaka, but instead of the good side, same applies to imboni.
Oh, and last but not least, how can we use African spirituality to fight things like racism and xenophobia? Because recently we had xenophobic attacks, Africans are turning against each other, and how can we use African spirituality to bring Ubuntu and unite all Africans?
We as Africans should practice fairness and equality.
Oh yes, and Akila?
African spirituality doesn't promote hatred. It promotes uthando, it promotes ukuthi sibambane singabantu, sihloniphane.
Oh, thank you very much, guys. Thank you for joining us. Bye.
Bye. Wow, thank you so much, guys. That was so wonderful. Yintoni niyifundile kwi-discussion yanamhlanje? Ndiqala ngawe.
Mna namhlanje ndifunde ukuba the way African spirituality ilunge ngakhona kuthi as abantu abamnyama kufuneka siyithathele engqondweni ngoba abanye abantu abasayithathele engqondweni lento.
And I learned ukuthi as Africans fanele sibambane and bring unity through African spirituality.
And mina ngifunde ukuthi like as abantu abamnyama sihlukile, and what I also learned about today is that people should have Ubuntu, kumele sibe kind towards other people.
And also, even though we're different as Africans, our differences are our strengths. And when we come together, we make such a beautiful rainbow nation.
Ufunde ntoni wena?
Yes, mina ngifunde ukuthi khona i-African spirituality isifundisa inhlonipho kakhulu. Iphinde isifundisa ukuthi thina singama 2K kwamele nje sizigade sikhona ukuthi sihloniphane.
Mina ndifunde ukuthi singabantu base-South Africa sithandane.
Nithandane. And yena chaphazela, Ubuntu being a stepping stone ukuthi silwe nezinto ezifana no xenophobia ne racism. Ngiyakhalela ukuva kuni ke ngokinto yokubana nibubonisa njani ubuntu kogqabeni mhlambe esikolweni o ekuhlaleni. Maniqale ngawe Alicia.
Okay, mina esikolweni ngivele ngiqhenye, anginendaba ukuthi abantu bathini, and futhi ngiphinde ngifundise nabangani bami ukuthi masihlanganeni sihloniphaneni ukuthi lo umndebele lo uyini lo uyini lo uyini akunandaba masihlanganeni nje basonke singabantu abamnyama. Oh, and also, okay, let me just ngezumzekelo. Esikoleni, right, we've got different people around us and sisocialize nabantu abahlukile. So Ubuntu is something that someone should have everywhere. La baya khona ukuthi nomhlangabezana even noma ngakusiphiye yakho ubingelele inhlonipho. Some people don't get lo sawubona lo ekseni. So it's very important ukuthi umuntu umbingelele because it might mean something big to the person.
Wow, beautiful. Yes. And then yani into yokubana ninezikhalazo nazo niyathi ukuthi zikhona ingxaki ezikhona ezenza abantu bajongele phansi iAfrican spirituality. It's like nizi leaders zangom. So and then kuva kuni ngokwinto yokubana if kungathwa nali ixesha mhlawumbe uyanikezwa isikhundla sokuba ube ngumongameli woMzantsi Afrika, yintoni okunokuyenza okanye if ungathwa cebisa umongameli woMzantsi Afrika ungamcebisa uthini okanye wena intoni onokuyenza to bring about change kwilizwe lethu?
I feel like for me I would make sure that every African is equal because and remind children that umuntu ngabantu sibuyele embo and have njengadala we used to have imboni that would advise kings. I would advise the president to have maybe imboni, a spiritual guide who will guide him throughout izinto azenzayo elizweni for him to make like good decisions for ilizwe lonke.
Wena ungathini nje izinto onongozenza xa banongumongameli?
Mina ndingamcebisa umongameli uba ayeke izinto zokuba kuthwa abantu bangaphandle ngabantu abangabengekho important apha sonke singabase Africa akho muntu ongalingani nomnye.
Yes, njengoba sekashilo ayihlabile ipoint ukuthi noma engabe ungangaphandle you shouldn't be discriminated ukuthi wena ungubani like or how you live your life. Everyone should be equal. We should be treated the same. Remember, Africa is the mother continent. That's why bathi Africa because zonke inhlanga we come to Africa. We were born in Africa.
Wow, we were born in Africa. Siqhobeleni izandla. Kids News siyazincane ngani siyavuya into yokubana siyavulela eliqonga for nini ukuthi niz express nichaze ngezinto ezinidlayo nangendlela nina enibona ukuba ningenza ngayo nizisisembulule. Enkosi kakhulu siyabulela ngexesha lenu nawe siyabulela.
Thank you.
Okay ke mbukeli wami sinibuzile ke ekhaya into yokubana yintoni wena ozingcayo njengoko ungumAfrika. Niphendulile rhabulapha kodwa ningafinci.
Ndiyaziqhenya ngobuAfrika bam. Thina eAfrika sesaba namaqhawekazi asilelayo sade saphumelela.
Ndiyazidla ngobuAfrika bam. Into ebangela ndizidle ngobuAfrika bam kuba ndikhulela kusapho oluthanda amasiko nezithethe zakowethu. into ebangela uba ndithanda uba ngumAfrika uyalima uyafuya utsho wonwabe.
Ngiyaziqhenya ku-Afrika bami futhi sinogogo abasihlolayo sizohlezi size siyintombi nto.
Ngiyaziqhenya ngobu-Afrika bami, ngiyaziqhenya ngokuthi mina ngumAfrika futhi mina ngidle idolo ngidle ensimini yasekhaya.
Inenombukelo wami kuhle kakhulu ukubona abantwana bomgquba bezidla ngobu-Afrika babo. Ngoko masithi qhwi evenkileni kusekuninzi esiniphathele kona, ningayindawo.